Well, let me show you my peas. I planted these. Well, I got two different plantings. These were planted, these are purple hull peas, and they were planted on June 26th. So they're looking good. They're already starting to run, fixing to start getting some blooms. Got some nice long runners. So it won't be long, a couple of weeks, we may start getting some peas off this. We just got a hard rain. I mean, for about 15 minutes there, it was coming down. I just came in here yesterday and cultivated between the rows. Most of this you see there, the green stuff is, unless the rain helps it to root again, it's all stuff that I cultivated with the Hoss wheel hoe. But anyway, these were planted June 26th, so it's been a month, and they are looking good. We have had so much rain since then that I've only had to water them a couple of times, and I've just been happy about that. But I have watered them. I've got drip irrigation underneath them. It comes here on this main line and goes underneath. I planted on top of the drip line, so everything, the drip line's buried, and everybody seems to be mighty happy with that. Some of these are laying over because we got a bunch of wind with that rainstorm too, so those are kind of laying over and kind of got knocked over there. One, but, and you can see you see my footprints kind of, it's wet. We got a good rain, man. I'm happy for that. Anytime it'll rain in July, I'm gonna welcome it. And we have had a ton of rain, and a lot of people griping about it, but shoot, it's July. Take it, it's rain. But anyway, this was planted a month ago. I had to replant these. If you watch my planting video on, I think I called it, Will It Work This Time? Because I've considered it late in the year, in the season, to be planting peas, but it's really not. Peas love hot weather. So I planted these about 2 weeks, a week and a half to 2 weeks after I planted those. I mean, I planted them all at the same time, but I had, my seed was about 4 years old. These are Zipper Cream peas, and my Zipper Cream seed was about 4 years old, and it just germinated very, very poorly, probably 10% or less. So I had to come back on top of it. I couldn't find any seed, but I had some seed from, I believe it was last year, 2020, and I planted it and got a real good stand of that. Got a good good germination from it. Just wanted you to see it. It's not too late to plant peas. In fact, I think you should be able to plant peas in the South, southern peas in the South, through August, or at least the middle of August anyway. So you got another 2 or 3 weeks, I think, to plant peas. You're gonna have to water them. They're gonna take some water now, unless you're getting rain like I am. So you're gonna have to water them, but it's not too late to plant peas if you want some good southern peas like black eyes or purple hulls, cream, Crowder, things like that. But I just want to show you these. Again, the ones that are a little bit more sparse, and here's some, this row didn't germinate as well as the other rows, but you can see it just laid that dude down. We got a lot of wind coming from the north. We had thunder and lightning, and it was a trip, but it watered my stuff. I don't have to water today. It sure watered them good. So plant peas, or at least consider it this year, next year. Planting peas late, because they do a good job. Again, you're gonna have to water them, but besides that, a lot of your pests are gone. This time of the year, they kind of hunker down in the hot summer, but peas love it. As you can see, these one month old peas are flourishing in this heat, and in the rain. We've had a lot of rain, but we've had some hot days too. Supposed to get up close to 100 this week, in the 90s for sure. 90 today, but I mean, it's supposed to be 95, 96, 98, whatever, the rest of the week. So peas look good. I'm real happy real happy with these. Now these are a fresh seed. This is 2021 seed. I got it from Haas Tools, and it germinated bang and came up and flourished. I even had to come through, and I've never been one to thin peas. I just would plant them, and however they came up, they came up. But I watched old Travis over at Lazy Dog, and he said you got to thin them. So I thinned them this year, and we'll see if that makes a better crop. He says it does. He says they need to be thinned to about 2 to 3 inches apart. And you know, I didn't measure anything like that, but I got them. I thinned out a bunch of peas. Let's put it that way, a bunch of peas. On these, the germination rate was a little bit less because the peas were older, even a year old. Even the ones that were a year old, and I didn't thin out as much on these. I did some, but I didn't have to thin out as much. But just look at those purple hulls. I believe those are top pick purple hull, which means the pea itself will make right there on the top of the plant. This just kind of hang over. You don't have to reach way up under there to get them peas. Sometimes peas will be dragging the ground and stuff, and with the top pick, you don't have, supposedly you don't have to do that. Now I've had them before, and the peas made on top pretty good. So I'm excited about that. I'm not excited about picking peas. I really don't. I let my wife pick peas, and I plant and cultivate and all that stuff, but I don't necessarily pick peas if I can get out of it. She shells, she picks, and then we'll freeze or can, one or the other. Thought I just pulled you up. Daddy, you look just like your twin over there that I pulled up. Anyway, wanted you to see the peas, and if you still have a hankering for some peas and have some garden space available, it is not too late. Last of July, 1st of August is not too late to plant peas in the South. So get you some in the ground. Just realize you're going to have to water them. You're going to have to put some water to them. And besides that, man, you can make some peas. And if you use a drip system, now this all came from Haas. I've shown you how to put in the drip irrigation system. And again, just runs underground. It really uses very little water. I don't know so many gallons per foot or per 100 foot or something like that of row of drip tape. But when you figure it and you run it for an hour or two, it's really not that much water. So, but if you have to water with an overhead sprinkler or something like that, different story, because that evaporates quick, and it's just much better to water underneath. Even though God waters it from above, you know. So there's that. You know, he kind of knows what he's doing. He got his junk together. You know what I'm saying? All right, peas look good. Some of you commented on the last video saying that you either were thinking about planting peas, or I had inspired you to plant some, didn't know you could plant them this late in the year or whatever. So let me know if you planted some, how yours are doing, and we'll have a little contest. Do yours look that good? Mine look. Those don't look as good, but those are about 2 weeks behind too. So anyway, I think that's it. I'm just standing out here waiting for the rain to start again. It has been raining. Okay, we're going.